Thanks so much for showing interest in this course. This really is a unique Udemy course in the sense that we're actually explaining how to use software that has been created. Now, if you don't want to use the software, that's okay. You can do the course without doing the software, but you really won't be able to do the exercises. Now, what the course is about is mass balancing. Now, mass balancing is a technique used in mineral processing. I've covered it in earlier Udemy courses, so I'm not going to explain what mass balancing is here, but I've created a system where you can set up a flowchart or a flow sheet in Excel, and from that do a mass balance. Now, here I'm only focusing on what's called a 1D mass balance. I'll explain what that means. And this is a simple diagram. The mass balance system I've created goes to much higher levels of depth than 1D. But I'm providing a course here, which is a 1D mass balance. And by 1D, we have solid flow, of course, which is how much tonnage is going into units, and then size distributions or assays. We're not being able to mass balance size and assays in this course, just one or the other. And of those assays, it could be minerals or it could be elements. And the focus here is elements. Obviously, there's lots of extensions available in terms of mass balancing, but here I'm just focusing on this because I'm making this software available through the Udemy course and is therefore really quite cheap as an introduction. And then you decide if you want the extension software. The software here is called MMMassBal 1D. The generic name is MMMassBal. So there's an MMMassBal 2D and an MMMassBal 3D, which go to more complicated data structures. So these are the variations of the software. Probably won't be available through Udemy, but they are available privately. So we have prerequisites. Now, these are what I would call soft prerequisites or encouraged prerequisites. If you don't know what mass balancing is, you've got to do this course, mass balancing using Excel Solver. Now, when I provide my algorithm, I'm not using Solver, but this is helpful for understanding mass balancing. Practical introduction to information theory, again, not absolutely essential, but information theory makes mass balancing much easier than the more conventional standard deviation least squares approach, which can take forever. The other course is flowcharting in Excel, which really is suitable if you want to apply this software to your plan. Otherwise, what you'll learn in this course is how to apply it for the existing test cases. And there's only a few test cases. So who is this course for? Well, hopefully it's for you. But to be more specific, I would almost say mandatory for all mineral processing engineers or related. Anyone who works in a mineral processing plant in terms of analysing data, this course is absolutely essential. Now, synergistically to mineral processing is chemical engineering. And this course is of value to chemical engineers, but they don't go to the same complex data structures that a mineral processor would. Now, this course may also appeal to you if you're an advanced Excel developer and you want to see how you can use flowcharts within complex Excel systems. And here's an example of a flowchart which is used for mass balance. It's very simple in this case. There's a recycle, so there's feed going into a circuit. There's a mill, there's a cyclone, and there's a product. Now, we go more complicated than that, but really not much more complicated because I don't want to confuse things by having, say, a flowchart of 100 units. Now, I could add that this system has worked on a flowchart with 100 units, and I've used this to actually compare with existing commercial software. So that's the course. It's very cheap, considering the fact you're getting the software. If you find any problems by any chance when you try to apply it, you just let me know and I really will respond. And I'm really looking forward to your participation in this course.